Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to this week's Universal Energy reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve prophecy cards. I am Mami Olufunke. This reading is in effect from today, Monday, November 16th, through Sunday, November 22nd, 2020. Let's get started. The Universal Energy reading for the planet this week sees 9 Cowrie on the mat and Obatala Shango in the Veve prophecy cards. This reading says that we're making terrible mistakes with Earth Mother and that she's not happy with us. 9 Cowrie says that people will use their magic. Earth Mother is no different, and her magic can be unfortunate for us because any little movement from Earth Mother is a tremendous movement for us. So we have to be careful and stop being so arrogant about just destroying the planet, pulling up oil, cutting down forests, and building roads and highways and skyscrapers. We really need to be a little bit more cognizant of what Earth Mother can really take. Today on the side of the road, I saw a piece of something that looked like furniture. So I stopped to look at it and I realized it was casted foam, cast to look like a frame for a mirror or a headboard. And it was junk there on the sidewalk. It's not usable. And people, we're paying good money for these items. We're going to stores and looking at things that look like real furniture, and they're not. We can't get bored with our surroundings. We have to buy the best quality furniture we can buy so that it can last us a long time and we can leave it to our children and our grandchildren. This piece of foam really got on my nerves because I think about the money that we're paying for it just so our place can look good. And we pay mostly on credit for furniture that will fall apart in 2 to 3 years if we're delicate with it. If we are rough with it, it's going to be gone in 6 months and we won't even be finished paying for it. So we have to really rethink how we do business on this world so that Earth Mother can be healthy and she can allow us to have a place to stay. Ashe. The Universal Energy reading for the people this week sees 6 Cowrie on the mat and Obatala Orumila in the Veve prophecy cards. In this reading, because people, we're not honest with each other, we're not really telling the truth as we should one to the other. So we get hurt and we're upset because people are not being good to us and good with us, and we step back. So there's going to be a lot of singleness. And in the quarantine times, by now, people have learned to be single, have learned to stand on their own. Right about now, we're getting used to it. So we will find a lot more people stepping back, shortening their conversations with you, not answering the phone. You know, they'll answer you on Facebook and answer you on Instagram, like your posts and stuff like that. But people aren't really, unless you're really close with people, they're not really engaging one to the other. We have to be good to one another. We have to be truthful and honest and not try to be so grasping and, unfaithful. Let's be good to one another, people. Ashe. The Universal Energy reading for love this week sees 10 Cowrie on the mat and Orumila Izan in the Veve prophecy cards. This reading speaks about lack, how we feel in our relationships we do not have what we deserve or what we want, what we're supposed to be getting. This is the feeling between lovers in this reading. And we cry about it to anyone who will listen, which is a very bad thing to do, because that should be between you and your partner, if possible. 10 Cowrie says that we're not happy and we have regret about our relationship. And mostly it's because we feel that we lack understanding, or we lack, the person is no longer doing what they said they would do at the beginning of the relationship. But remember, people change, just like you change. You may no longer feel like getting up and putting on a full face of makeup and putting on your wig and getting fully dressed, just to say goodbye to your husband as he leaves the house to go to work. Now you might just want to wash your face and put on your bathrobe and say, okay, I'll see you later. And your partner might not be happy with that. So you have to really remember what you promised to do in the beginning of your relationship, which is another reading. But really understand that you have someone to come home to. Understand that we're all doing the best that we can do. If you give a gentle reminder to your spouse, oh, I liked it when you got up and got dressed with me and said goodbye, looking as beautiful as you did when I came home. I think we have to be a little more cordial with each other and not blame each other. Also, be gentle with your loved one in this reading, because it says someone could be chronically ill and they need prayers. So you need to pray for your partner if they're not feeling well, and do it in a ritual manner whereby they can heal, where the heavens can hear what you need, your complaint about your partner not feeling well, and you can find answer. It's very important. Shay. The universal energy reading for money this week sees 5 Cowrie on the mat and Osayen Ogun in the Veve prophecy cards. Here, 5 Cowrie says that we need to maintain our beauty, we need to maintain our joy, and we need to understand that there is victory over negativity. It's very important that we remember that, and that we follow our rhyme and reason. We follow our methodology to know success in the marketplace. This reading talks about us making sure that we communicate and that we reach out and draw attention to what we are doing. If you have a website, if you have any online activity that you want people to be aware of, you're going to have to show it constantly, put it before people's faces so that they can become familiar with it. 5 Cowrie says, make it beautiful. Also, it's about communicating in spite of distance. We have to really reach out through Zoom and through all these social medias and say hi to one another and keep in touch and keep in contact so that people can know that you're interested. And when people like your stuff, you will know that people are interested in what you're doing as well. If you need help, you can get help with the method and the how-to of your brand. It's about branding. It's about beautifying that which you want to show the world. Ashe. The universal energy reading for health and well-being this week sees 11 Cowrie on the mat and Shango Agbao Rune in the Veve prophecy cards. Here in health and well-being, 11 Cowrie says we have nervousness about our head. We have nervousness because we're not sure who feels well and who doesn't. We're not sure if people are being honest with us about how they feel, how they're doing, and what's going on with them. And we tend to want to stand really way back. 6 feet is almost not enough with this reading because we don't want to be betrayed. We don't want to be lied to at all with where our health is concerned. When you go to the doctor this week, if you don't like what's said to you or you don't like the medicine offered you, please do get a second opinion. Look it up for the bad drugs and how these substances are treating people overall, because a lot of the drugs on the market have been on for a while, so they should be listed as to how their effectiveness and what you can expect from using them. It's in your situation. Let us not interact with people whereby we would feel unsure of the interaction and what we can expect after it. That could 11 calories in that regard means you can have a nervous breakdown almost, be very upset about your insecurity over your health from interacting with another. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spirituality this week sees 6 Cowrie on the mat and Yemoja Azaka in the Veve prophecy cards. Here we want to use our time wisely with community members, family, friends, and we want to feel that people are being honest with us. But this week people are going to be giddy. They're going to be making little jokes and telling little fibs. And it's not going to be a good time because we will feel that we're wasting our time. We will feel slighted. We will feel insecure about our relationships if, in the community, in our spiritual development and growth, if people aren't honest and serious with us. So, and it might cause us to go back to being and staying to ourselves, being single, because we feel a little betrayed and like we're wasting our time. So we have to be good to each other. We have to be careful. In this reading, we see 11 calories. Says if we can, we should work on our Ori this week on Thursday. Offer coconut water, some herbs, eyebright, sage, a little frankincense oil to cool us so that we can be serious with ourselves and with others, and that we can make decisions that are good for us. It's very important for us to begin to make decisions that are good for us. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for joining me this week. I thank my old subscribers and my new subscribers, and it's really wonderful that you join me each week. If you like this information and find it useful, please like, subscribe, add notifications to know when the next video is available. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Have a great week, everyone. Odabo.